What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Let's start out with just an Econo Box car, guys. 2014 Hyundai Accent. And this one is interesting. It's listed as hail damage. It's also listed as collision damage. So let's take a quick walk around. I'm looking for hail damage, which is difficult to see on a white car, but I'm not seeing any signs of hail damage at all. Next, collision damage. No, I don't see that either. They wrote something up here, 8789 OPT. I don't know. Tires look to be new. Collision damage. That's the bumper just popped out. I mean, it literally just pops. There you go, fixed. Collision damage repaired. Interesting. You guys know that I love my little Hyundais and Kias. It's a quirk of mine. It's only got 88,000 miles on it, or 80,000 miles on it. Oh, please don't be locked. Oh, no. No. Can we climb through the trunk? Come on, man. Yeah, she's locked up. Well, that's nice. Safe to assume the keys are in it. Yep, I see the keys, but unfortunately we can't start this one. I've already put it on my watch list, so this will be fun. Run and drive, 87,000 miles. I sure would have liked to have heard it run for myself though, you know what I mean? It's a big gamble bidding on something that you can't try out for yourself. So I'm gonna have to bid accordingly, which will probably mean that I'm not gonna win it, but if I can get this for a decent price, this is definitely one I'd be interested in bringing home. Now, if you're wondering how cars like that get locked, believe it or not, a lot of times it's actually intentional. People come out here and you see how the hood on this is just left open? So if it rains or whatever, yeah. I like to come out here and try to close the hoods, and if I see doors open, I'll close doors as well. I do what I can, but you know, I can't go through and check every car. So anyway, people actually do come out here and they leave the hoods open and they steal keys and they lock the doors so that people can't get in. Yeah, sometimes it's an accident and sometimes it is on purpose. They just love causing problems for people. I don't know why. It's fun for them, I guess. They come out here and cause problems. All right. An XF Jag. I'm thinking, nah. I do like the car. It's a decent sized car. Not too bad. A little bit of damage here and there. I'm gonna roll my ankle if I keep this up. 3.0 liter diesel. Really? I like it a little more now. A little bit of damage to the rocker. Front bumper's got a little bit of damage. Nothing too major though. Mirror cover is broken. Run and drive, 86,000 miles. Just take a quick look at the interior. Honestly, I'm not all that interested in this. Oh, there's mud on the... What? There's mud all over the door, on the floor, and mud all over the center console too. And it's 1,000 degrees in there. Does this thing got power? Do we have lights? Anything? No? Guess what, guys? I ain't messing with this one. Scratch that. I do like Jags, but you know, they can be a little on the problematic side, so I usually just avoid them. GMC Denali Yukon. Oh, she's nice. Kind of beat up. Yukon XL. Not too bad. I don't know, guys. I don't think I need something like this in my life right now either. I couldn't help myself. I had to come back and just check out this diesel Jag. I was going to do it off camera, but when I looked under the hood, I was like, what am I even looking at? This is wild, man. So you got an itty bitty turbo. She's a little bitty turbo going down into this giant, what I'm assuming is a DPF filter. That's the only thing I can guess it is. DPF filter with the injector in it that injects the well, urea, I think is what they call it, in there. You guys want to try to start this? I really wasn't interested in it. It is a little banged up, and you could tell from the engine she's got some miles on her, guys, but let's go ahead and try to start it up. A 20 diesel, probably just a little 2.0 liter, 4-banger. How bad could it be? All right, we got the booster pack hooked up. Let's see if this one runs. And it does. Boy, it smells bad in here. I think this was in a flood, guys. Yeah, they've got the carpets pulled up and everything. I think this is a flood. Check engine light is on. That doesn't surprise me. It has 37 miles of diesel left. Relatively low mileage, though. My question is, does the AC work? Cracked windshield. Looks like oil change date was 12 of 23 at 73,000 miles. So hopefully it's had an oil change since then. Good God Almighty. That's a long time. It smells real bad in here. Let's turn air conditioning on auto and just see if that works. If it does, I might possibly be interested in this car. It's a little rough for 86,000 miles. Honestly, this car is pretty rough, guys. It's pretty bad. I think the auto spot could do a lot to clean it up, though. You got that bejeweled, ugh. Come on now. How do you work this? You just push. The buttons don't work. Rain, ice, snow. Eco. Yeah, the buttons are stuck. Let's put it in sport mode. There we go. Race mode. I'll bet the little diesel got some torque to it, guys. AC works. It does. AC is nice, but like I said, the car it smells just awful. I'm pretty sure water was in this car. I have no doubt water got inside of this thing. Revs up fine, though. Seems to run okay. I'm going to close the door. We'll put it in gear. We'll check the windows. I was going to walk away from this one, but it goes forward, backward. Yeah. Oh, it smells even worse with the doors closed. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that sounds bad. Important window works. Less important window works. Brakes feel good. Steering feels good. Air conditioning feels good. I mean, overall, it's just a little check engine light, right? How bad could it be on a Jag? I think the real problem is that I can't get the car to turn off now. Oh, there it goes. I had to turn the camera back on because you guys weren't going to believe it. I pushed the off button like 5 times and the car wouldn't turn off. I even had my foot on the brake just to make sure, because you probably got to have your foot on the brake to start and stop it. And it wouldn't turn off. It just kept running. And I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do about that. So it looks pretty gnarly under the hood, guys. And my biggest concern is there's a problem with the DPF system. That could be a big issue. But overall, car doesn't look too bad. Going to need a bumper for sure. You might be able to salvage it. I don't know. I don't think so. I think you're going to need a bumper, and it's going to need a hell of a detail on the inside and under the hood. But this car could come back looking halfway decent. Now here's one I just can't help but want to buy, and I don't know why. It's a pedal car. Some of you are going to be asking, what is a pedal? Well, they're basically just a company that goes out and they buy unwanted cars. Cars that are broken, cars that are just junk, cars that are running but people just don't want anymore. Cars from maybe family members. It's like my relative died and I don't want to hassle with it. They buy those. So this is what this is. It's a pedal car. It means for whatever reason somebody called this company and said, hey, I don't want to hassle with it, just make me an offer. And they came out, wrote them a check, and they picked it up and hauled it off to the auction. So this is I think this is SC2. Yeah, 2002 SC2. Now the 2 meant you got dual overhead cams, guys, along with usually a few other options like power windows and locks and all kinds of great stuffs that the S1 series didn't come out with. You had the SL1 and the SC1. These usually have ignition problems. You put the key in, it usually doesn't turn. This one does. Ooh, 157,000 miles. There we go. There we go. She's got a full tank of gas. That's wild. Check engine light is on, as I figured it would be because of how long it took for it to crank. See, this is upgraded. You got a tape deck and a CD player on this as well. AM, FM, CD, tape deck, very nice. Air conditioning, we'll see. AC usually works on these guys. Like 9 times out of 10 on these Saturns, AC works. These are actually tough little cars. Important window, works. Less important window, works. The biggest problem I found on these, whether single or twin cam, is head gasket issues and Also transmission problems. These things are just notorious for transmission problems, but they do have their fair share of head gasket problems as well. Aluminum block, aluminum heads, you see where that goes. You get these things hot and you can warp both. So I'm looking here, 1031 of 2018, 155,000 miles, that was the oil change. So as I expected, this thing's been sitting for 6 years because the oil was due at 155,000 and it's currently got 157,000 miles on it. So this thing got its oil changed 6 years ago and then it got parked. It just got left sitting. By the way, air conditioning, that is ice cold. I'm not even kidding. It's a Saturn, man. Power steering works, brakes work, gears, forward, yep, backward. A little slow to go in reverse. I'm telling you, it's probably got a transmission problem. That would be my guess. Let's pop the trunk too. Oh, that was not the trunk. Uh-oh, where's the trunk release? There it is, found it. She got some miles on her, but oh yeah, see what I mean? This thing has been parked forever. That's probably why it's having problems starting. You can see there's nasty down in there, guys. This car had been parked a long time. So what Pedal will do is they'll buy these things and they'll get them running, you know, if it doesn't take much. They're not going to put much into them, but like dropping a fuel tank, throwing a fuel pump in, they'll absolutely do that to get these things running again. Spare tire, doesn't look like there's any real water intrusion into the trunk or anything, so that's good. Tires, they look decent, but it wouldn't surprise me if they're old, probably outdated. Let's take a look at one of these tires. It's easily accessible here. This is one I'm very interested in, guys. Dry rot, doesn't look like it's really got that much. 35 of 2016. Wow, so 8 years old, and they still have very good tread, at least half of the tread left on them. So there's all these little clues that you can look for to tell you if a car's just been parked and sitting for a while, you know what I mean? Somebody's done some work to it though. Also, 9 times out of 10, you buy these things and nobody's ever changed plugs, wires, or anything. You can clearly see it's got aftermarket spark plug wires, so somebody's probably done a full tune-up on it. Coils still look original. It's got a new Duracell 75 series battery. You see that compressor just going to town, man. That compressor's working double time. Transmission fluid. This is where I'm concerned. Bright pink. Bright pink transmission fluid. Looks like somebody just changed it, doesn't it? Transmission swaps in these aren't the worst thing in the world to do. I've done them multiple times, guys. You can just slide them out. You got to loosen subframe, drop it down, pull everything out over here, and you can finagle that transmission out without having to drop the whole subframe and pull the motor and everything with it. It can be done. It's a real bear, but it can be done. And that's gonna be my guess with this car. I'm guessing this thing's probably got a transmission problem. I mean, it goes right into gear forward. It is slow to engage reverse though. Forward. Yeah, she's slow, and reverse kind of feels a little weak. I don't know, what do you think? Intermittent wipers too, guys. We even got remote keyless entry, remote trunk. I mean, this thing is, for a Saturn, this thing's actually pretty well loaded, man. Like the car. I'm gonna put it on the watch list. You know, if it's one of those things that goes cheap, I'll take it, but I'm telling you right now, I already know, man. Remember this video, I called it. This thing's gonna have a bad transmission. Well, here's one that I know better than to buy. Yep. I kind of like it though, guys. It's like it's got some Koenig wheels. It's red. You know I love red. It's a good color. Those wheels look nice. I don't know why it says OEM all over it. 2014 Focus. You just don't see too many Ford Focuses anymore. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. Oh, poor car. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Somebody tried their hand at wiring up speakers and, you know, it's... Yeah, wow. It actually looked... I'm shocked. The outside actually looked pretty good. This was... Oh my, someone's ripped it apart in here. This looks like it's underwater, guys. Oh, I think it was underwater. You see all the debris, and it folds over inside, and They've got things ripped apart. Yeah, I think water intruded into this car. I wonder if it says, is it a flood or blah, 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 type water damage. Yep. Biohazard too. Biohazard, water damage, Ford Focus. You know what? I was interested in it until I opened the door. Now I think we're gonna just walk on by. How about a 2022 Toyota Tundra? I'm starting to really like these guys. I'm not a big Toyota fan, and it's not because of anything Toyota's done or anything. It's got nothing to do with really anything. It's just personal preference. You know, some people like Chevys, and some people like Dodge. Some people like Toyotas, Hondas, Hyundais, Kias, you name it, man. I've just never really been the Toyota guy. With that said, I could say plenty of good things about Toyota. They make dead solid, reliable cars, man. Vehicles, cars, trucks. They're great. They last a long time. You keep them maintained, and they usually take good care of you. Oh, don't tell me someone stole the key, right? They sure did, didn't they? They broke it. Yep. You see right here, looks like they clipped it. They brought cutters. Yep, they brought cutters. Wow, really? Yeah, key is gone. The key is gone. Oh. Yep, key is gone. That sucks. I was very interested in looking at this. This is from Enterprise. I was getting ready to tell you that, you know, I guess one of the main things that kind of turned me off from Toyota was they always just kind of look dated. Now, that's not the same with Lexus. Lexus has always had kind of a really nice, futuristic look to them. But Toyota's just kind of, it's just been plain Jane. Nothing too particularly special, in my personal opinion. Please don't get offended. It's just how I feel. Infotainment's always been way behind the curve, guys. Like way behind. Infotainment's always just been a big deal for me. I like the screens. I like technology. And unfortunately, Toyota has just always been behind. Lexus as well has been behind. However, with that said, on these newer models, they stepped their game up. Like somebody came and said, hey, we got to catch up before we get left behind. And they did it, man. They did it. Great job to Toyota. I think their body styles are now what I would expect from a modern vehicle. They look modern. In fact, I'd say this truck kind of looks a little futuristic. It's slick, guys. It is slick. Interior's really nice on these as well. Infotainment systems are now modernized. I love it. You have screens, you have everything that I would expect from a modern vehicle. So thank you, Toyota. You're actually starting to make me think about maybe possibly, I don't know. What do you think? Trading off the Ram? My Ram's got 25,000 miles on it now, guys. About time to trade it off. I've kept this Ram longer than I've kept, I think, any truck ever. So almost a year old, 25,000 miles on it. Maybe I should be looking at trading for a Toyota. What do you guys think? Now I can complain about people stealing keys, right? I haven't seen that nearly as much lately. They've really cracked down. Believe it or not, they actually have employees walking around out here and driving around out here as well. They are really doing everything they can to crack down on people stealing not just keys, but parts, or being out here disabling vehicles, you know, trying to make them so they don't run, so they can get them cheaper in the auction. What a lot of people do, and I really don't understand it, but they sell the keys. They take the keys and they sell them. Yes, you can sell these things on eBay. Why? I don't know. I'm assuming there must be a way to reprogram these keys for a new vehicle. Otherwise, I don't get it. I don't get why you'd steal the key. I don't know. Maybe you put. Here's another idea. Maybe they put a tracker in the car. You know what I mean? Maybe they put a tracker in the car and they have the key, and then they just wait for the thing to go through auction and sell, and then boom. Roll up, drive away. It's possible. I don't get it. I'm not a thief. I'm not a scammer, you know, so forgive me for not understanding why somebody would want to do something like this, but you guys can comment below and tell me if you can think of any reasons why people might be stealing the keys to these cars that they are most likely not ever going to own. I'm not interested in this, don't worry guys, but I had to show it to you. This Jeep, what a interesting color. It used to be red and they painted it like this rose gold color. 2005, they didn't do a good job. They painted right over the paint. You know what I mean? Like, no prep work at all. Tow hitch, yeah, I think you just weld a bar to the frame and drill a hole in it, and then you got yourself a tow hitch. That's a tow package right there, guys. You know, and then the wheels. Yeah, no, man, come on. I can only imagine what the interior of this thing looks like. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, it's been full of mice. Yeah, rodents have been in here for sure. That's yummy. No, let's move on. Now, I know some of you guys are going to hate on the HHR here, but I love this. It's a panel wagon, guys, or a panel van, whatever you want to call it, I suppose. I think this thing is absolutely epic. Supposedly it runs, it's a donation from the Car Donation Foundation. These things, you just don't see them ever at all. Service Auto Mall from Ada, Oklahoma. HHR panel. Dead? Yeah, she's... No. It's got power. Oh, no kidding. Wow. So it's got door handles on the inside. This thing is epic, guys. I would assume that on the remote control, you can remotely pop these doors. They're not going to slide, though. You know what I mean? These are going to open, yeah, like this. See? Kind of like a car. How awesome is that? Maybe they don't pop. They should. I mean, they really should. Because if you're carrying stuff, you got a load of something, you really want to be able to open this. I'm assuming there's no seats back here. This is all just workspace. You want to talk about a parts hauler, a parts go-getter. This is it right here, guys. I'll bet she's got some miles on her too. This thing, in my opinion, is just awesome. This is just so cool, man. Wow, the seats are not really in bad shape at all. It looks decent. It's got power. See, this is what I'm saying, is if you push this, I would think the doors pop open. It does. It does. Well, it was supposed to. It was supposed to pop open. I guess that's the definition of popping open. Well, let's just say it didn't work. I'll bet it's got 200,000 miles on it. How much you guys want to bet? Let's see. Let's find out right now. I'm going with 200. 500,000? 500,000? This has got 500,000, 546,000 miles. Oh my God. I sure didn't expect that. Half a million miles, over 500,000 miles. That's impressive, guys. It doesn't look like any of this works. There we go. Let's get to the TPMS. 546,488 miles. I gotta have this. I gotta have this. I can't even believe that. Air conditioning is on. It actually runs great. Steering feels fine. Gears. Oh, the e-brake is on. Backwards. Forwards. It runs well. I don't think the AC works. You know, whatever. Do the windows go down? I'll be damned, the window works. I gotta have this. 6/28 of 2024, oil was changed at 546,079. It just got an oil change. Someone just changed the oil in this over 500,000 mile Chevy HHR. I gotta have this. I'll send this to Mako. I'll have them shoot a fresh coat of paint on it, make it look nice and shiny. In fact, I might even change the color. You know what I mean? Hood struts need replaced immediately. A little Ecotech, purring like a kitten. Oh, somebody's got the oil cap off? No, it's on there. All right, just making sure. You know I'm gonna drive this home. You know I got to drive this home. It's got some dings and dents, but I mean, it's a 500,000 mile vehicle. This is awesome. You know what I'm thinking? Power Tour. Power Tour. What a great Power Tour vehicle this would be. This would be where you put all of your tools. Carry all your tools and stuff in here. Maybe put a partition behind the seats. That's what I would do. I'd put a metal like mesh partition behind the seats. Number one, for safety. Number two, if someone breaks in, they still won't be able to get into the back. Bring all your tools and parts that you can think of that you might need on Power Tour with you. And you can help other people on the side of the road. You know, gas cans and jump packs, and you know, you could be a help to others. And if you break down, well, you got your own tool car right there. AC does not work. I mean, honestly, I'm not really surprised. It started up. I gotta have this. I really do. It's unfortunate that the doors don't seem to. I mean, they pop, but I don't think they're actually open. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Maybe throw a little lube in there. Probably be all right. Unbelievable, guys. If you're excited about a 500,000-mile Chevy HHR, like I am, well, drop a comment below and tell me, Randy, you gotta get it. I've had a lot of you see this little Geo and you've yelled at me, Randy, stop and look at the Geo. Guys, I already did a video on this one. I did. We've already showed it. Not to worry. Already done. No reason to do it again. What is this? Car Donation Foundation, again, an F-250. Oh, this thing looks rough. This is one of those train track trucks, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe that's a snowplow. This looks like one of those trucks that you see going down the railroad tracks. A lot of rust. Obviously, she's seen her share of salt. You know, I think that maybe is snowplow. I don't know. Maybe not. It's got all the lights and stuff up top too. Lights in the back. I think this is a gasoline variety, not a diesel. 4x4, 168,000 miles. That's actually not too bad for a 3/4 ton truck. My only question is this the V10? I doubt it. If it was the V10, it'd probably tell you. I don't think I'm really interested in this one. No, it says Triton V8 on it. Ugh. I mean, they're fine, but yeah, you know what? I saw it. I thought maybe I'd be interested in it. I have changed my mind. All right, guys, we're about to the end of the video. I hope we find something else soon. Otherwise, ooh, a Montero Sport. I actually really like these. I guarantee this is going to be up those wasps. Get now. Come on now. You're fucking with the wrong one. I'm telling you. Get out of here. That's right. You better. No, he's coming back. You better go. All right, he's out. Whoo! Oh man, I got goosebumps, guys. I ain't even kidding. I don't know if you can see it. I got literal goosebumps, man. I don't like wasps, and I think that was a yellow jacket. Whew. The thing is, though, guys, when you're scared, that's when you really need to show no fear. You know what I mean? When you're at your most scared, most vulnerable, that's when you got to be like, hey, I ain't even afraid. I'm telling you. You got to use that fear to work for you instead of against you. I took the camera. I'm sorry if y'all got dizzy there, but I took the camera. I was swinging the camera at him. I ain't messing around, man. All right, here we go. A pedal car, 2001 Mitsubishi Montero. Doesn't say if it runs or not. Tires are just, this whole thing is looking pretty bad, guys. AAA sticker on the back. That's usually a good sign. Means somebody older owned it. Spare. Oh, oh wow. And that's the spare tire, ain't it? Huh. Yeah. The tread has literally just come off of this truck. Yeah. Interior? Oh, fan shroud. Oh, okay. All right. She's in pieces, isn't she? She's in pieces. Why don't we pop this hood real quick. 2021. Looks like the last year this thing was registered. So it's been a few years. What do you think the chances are this thing is blown up? Is that blood and boogers? That's disgusting. Yeah, this is nasty. However, the body's not too bad on it. This is something you could probably go in a... Oh, wow. I was going to say just send and repaint. She ain't running a long time, guys. Engine's been wide open to the elements. There's rust. Hello! Hello! She's missing some parts. That's a shame. I kind of liked her. I did for a minute. And, well, You open the hood and it all fell apart. With that, I'm gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to drop those comments down below and subscribe to the channel already if you haven't. Till next time, stay safe out there, everyone. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.